You've been lied to. You've been told that to build your dream life, you need to hustle 24/7 until magically your dream life all just falls into place and you get the freedom that you want. You've also been told by most mentors or agencies that you don't need to do your own marketing and they will do it for you. So you can sit back and do what you enjoy doing, which is the coaching. And that is the biggest red flag in the industry right now. Why would you build a business that you don't know how to do part of it? It really is something that you need to nail, master before you even pass on to anybody else. And it's just like telling a client that I will feed you, you don't need to feed yourself. And as soon as you stop feeding them, it stops. And then they've got to figure it all out themselves anyway, because they didn't even know what they was eating. Quite simply, you can't outsource understanding. You've got to earn it, and then you move on to the next steps if you want to outsource. Imagine building a coaching online business where you hit 10K months every month, and you're working on actually the clients that you want to be working with instead of doing all the other stuff that you see as admin and the stress. Without a big team, without complex funnels, without having to be a complete tech nerd, because trust me, that is not what I am, and I've been able to completely automate the back end of my system. But this is part one of the Growth Engine mini-series, where I'm going to be showing you exactly where I've gone from running a gym for 10 years, coaching up to 50 plus clients online, and also competing all around the world professionally in strongman, and being able to then shift into mentoring coaches full time. And up to date as recording this video, I've helped 79 coaches so far build profitable businesses and run like a pro without having to outsource everything. And when I talk about putting the reps in, this is exactly what I mean. I've been through every stage you can think of, the burnout, the long hours, wins, the losses, even to the point where I had to sell parts of my life because I had to then reinvest back into my business. But stick around and I'm going to show you actually how to build a business that will actually last. Everybody preaches freedom like it's a prize. I don't. And quite simply, freedom isn't given. It's something that we go through with discipline, systems, and consistency. I believe that when you start a business, you have to work your ass off. But at the same time, in the same breath, you need to make sure that you are protecting your mental energy. You're spending time with your family, because let's be honest, that's the stuff that keeps you sharp, keeps you hungry and driven for more. When you've got your life structured right around business, you can then push harder in business and actually switch off at night. And this isn't about escaping work. This is simply about working on the things that are in the day intentionally set in place for you to then have the time off when it's required. And that, my friend, is what builds the real freedom. I was 10 years deep into running the gym, and on paper, I had it all, right? I was strong as I'd ever been. I was hitting 10K months online. I was competing all over the world in strongman, and my gym practically ran itself. But here's the bit that nobody saw. Behind the scenes, I had no time for my family. I was managing too many people and everything just relied on me. If I stopped for a second, things came crumbling down. And when I sold the gym, it made me think differently. And I sat down and asked myself, how do I still do what I love without having a big team, without sacrificing family time and fun things that I wanted to do, but also at the same time, make more money. And most importantly, have a business that runs on discipline and design instead of having chaos all the time and I'm not able to actually have the downtime for myself. And that is where I built the Growth Engine. And to get there, I had to build some non-negotiable rules. The first one is not to do 100 cold DMs a day. Have actual conversations with people that come to you instead of drain you. All the mentors are pushing that you should be DMing everybody every day. And if you're anything like me, that sounds, one, so boring that I probably would quit my job. But secondly, it's just time consuming and it's doing the thing with the energy that you don't want to do. The next is to have focused deep work blocks in your day, focused on needle moving tasks through the business. And these are, 5 focused hours a day instead of 10 distracted hours per day and feeling like you're getting to the end of the day and nothing's actually happened. And then it was to have systems to scale, not having staff. Now, I've been there, had 6 staff at one point, and as much as I thought it was a way of looking like I was growing and things were being done for me, I was just managing a team, and I may as well have just got a job in McDonald's trying to manage all the staff there. But now I automate things in a smart and lean way so that my profits are high and everything is smooth and I'm in control of it all. And then the other one was to protect your energy. So for me, having time with my family, doing the training that I want to do and the challenges, and also having fun. These are not distractions from work, but they're the reasons that we do what we do, right? And if you're not creating the memories, you're not spending the time with the people that you want to spend time with, then why are you even working? But the coaching industry's biggest problem right now is that everybody's trying to skip the hard work. Agencies are telling you that they'll do the lead gen for you, and then mentors are saying you shouldn't be doing your own marketing. And if you don't know your own message, your ideal client, exactly what you stand for in your business, and then how are you ever going to be able to run the business effectively or teach anybody to do that for you? Knowing your ideal client, knowing exactly who you're talking to, fixing your messaging so that it's obvious, it stands out, having an offer, and everything that comes within the talking to your ideal client is vital. And if you don't understand these things yourself and somebody else is doing the marketing for you to achieve these things, then you've not actually got a business. And that's why, as a coach, you will always be replaceable because you're not actually building the skills to do the thing that you set out to do. And the model that I have built and now teach is very simple and it has 4 parts. There's nothing fancy and nothing bloated. It starts with the smart ad protocol. And this is the most simplest version of an ad with its lowest cost. And this is what fuels the engine. It gets people onto your profile, into your pipeline, and we're targeting at people that you want in your world. When they land on your page, it's not about selling to them, it's about getting them into your flywheel. And that's exactly what this is. We're not talking a funnel that you're guiding people into something to buy or die at the end of it, but we're actually getting them to land on your profile. And if they genuinely like you and they genuinely like what they see, and then they will join you in your world. The next stage is the power community. This is the area where we gather emails. We get them into your community. We get them onto Skool, which is what I use for the membership site. And it's about getting them into your world, giving them value, getting the asset that you are in control of completely, which is the email address. Because if Instagram, Meta, Facebook was to shut down tomorrow, we would all be screwed. And then the next stage is the power video, which is just like this. It's the video that you give value, that builds trust, and actually sells for you without you having to sell. Because look, remember, people make a decision on the person and the information. And if they like the person, like the information, they will make that decision to move forward. You don't need to twist their arm to do it. Then we have the magnetic offer blueprint, which is the system that gets your clients the exact results. It attracts them in, it gets them the results. When they get the results, you then use their case study and we go back round in that circle of the flywheel. And this is why this is so powerful, because there's no complex funnels or call setters or 100 cold DMs a day. The growth engine simply compounds as you do your content. The more value you give, the more people that you are in front of, the more people come into your world. And that's why this simple system compounds and it's so effective. And look, this is not all theory. For example, Dave, one of the world's strongest man referees, if you know him, he quit his day job, built his hybrid education model, and now he's working with his specialist clients that he wants to work with within his niche. And again, Marcus, who has built his lead generation system and is hitting 14.5K plus months. And this is what happens when you build a system that works with you rather than against you. And if you're watching this video and you're looking for that magic pill, then click off now. But if you're ready to start working and build the freedom, then this video is for you. But stick around, because the next 5 videos, I'm going to be going through the exact way for you to build your business. We're going to first of all look at how to build your magnetic offer. Then we're going to go into creating content that drive leads. I'm going to show you how to grow your power community, then set up your smart ads, and then we're going to scale with the whole growth engine. But stick around. In the next episode, I'm going to show you how to actually build your magnetic offer and attract your dream clients. So if you're new to my channel, hit subscribe. You need to see the next videos, and I'm going to help you build everything as we go through. This is the first of the growth engine mini series, so let's get to work.